Hello, everybody. We are live. This is not the way I wanted to start, and not how I thought tonight was going to be going. Hello, everybody. Am I live? Yes, I am. We were supposed to be live hours ago with a whole bunch of stuff really quick off the bat. Let's go, ba-boom, ba-boom. And now it's 9:30 at night. Supposed to be live at 7:30. Just give me a minute to get everything rolling, and we'll get rolling here. We'll get going. I'm alive, everybody. Look at that. You can't kill me. Life is trying to kill me, but it didn't work. And we got the NASA astronauts landed today, earlier. If you watched it, it was really cool. That was really cool. Yeah, I really meant to be live at 7:30, so this is kind of a bust, but we'll do our best, I guess. Remember, Punk said Heyman has a favor for him? What if the WrestleMania Cody beats Cena, and Cena turns face again, hugs Cody and congrats him. The Rock comes out pissed, and then Punk's music hits, and Heyman turns heel, and we get Punk versus Cody. He wins the title in the main event. Well, it's kind of what I said a couple weeks ago. I think, in fact, isn't that exactly what I said a couple weeks ago? Yeah. I think I said that a couple weeks ago, but I'm not sure. Gorman sent me that on a DM. I think I said that a couple weeks ago, or I said that it was going to be The Rock that beats him or something. I don't remember which one it was. But basically, I said that Yeah, or was it or was that the Rumble? Maybe that was the Rumble. I forget. I can't remember. Maybe it was the Rumble where I was like, oh, you know, like The Rock will come out 31 or something. I feel like I said that last time. I don't agree with that because then Cena's heel turn is over already. That part I don't get. Yeah, I don't like that part. I didn't say anything about that ever. I think Cena's got to remain this way for like another 6 months or so. Probably. So, no, I don't think that's going to happen, but unbelievable. We saw the astronauts land. Last EPOCH got delayed. That pissed me off earlier today. If you're on my gaming channel, you saw that. What a bunch of assholes. Basically, last EPOCH was delayed by these spoiled streamers. You know? A lot of people don't really care about, you know, probably the ARPG gaming genre that I care about. But obviously I care about it. And so I went on a bit of a rant about that earlier today on my gaming channel, which you probably saw if you're on my gaming channel. Like I was so mad about that, dude. I couldn't even get into like talking about anything else. But I am home, I'm alive, and I'm pretty injured, but I'm alive, so that's good. I don't really get hurt when even when I get hurt, you know. My right ankle is throbbing. It's pretty nice. I busted up my ankle. Do you agree what people are doing to Tesla cars? Why would I agree with that? Only a psycho would agree with that. It's probably domestic terrorism or even international terrorism because most of those people are... Problem is you're getting it double, right? You're getting every lunatic psychopath ever that wants to cut up Teslas. And then you get actual people who are acting out of donation money or direct funding to go and destroy Tesla dealerships. So, it's pretty sick, bro. I mean, the crazy thing is, I just don't believe in climate change anymore because these people all said that, you know, you got to buy a car. You know, you got to go out and buy an electric car. The same people that are like, save the planet, buy an electric car. They're the same people that are now out there like, Teslas are Nazi, like, delete, like, blow them up. Like, it doesn't make any sense. These people are fucking crazy. First, it's buy these cars, and now it's blow them up. Let's burn them into the ozone layer. I don't understand it at all. Burn the cars. Nobody makes any sense. I got in a fight with my friend Troy. You guys know Troy. I got in a fight with him on Facebook the other day because I literally put out a video on the astronauts who are coming back, who are going to be coming back. It said something like astronauts. The video said stranded astronauts set to be rescued, you know, by SpaceX and NASA's concerted effort or whatever it was. And then my friend Troy was like, they're not, first of all, they're not stranded up there. And I was like, bro, everybody said stranded. So I'm just going off of what people said. Like, what the fuck are we arguing about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you're even arguing with me about this? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, you're really arguing with me about this shit? Like, all I did was put up a video that was like, hey, they're coming home or something like that. And he's like, they're not stranded. Okay. And by the way, I happened to put up a video of Fox News. I don't give a shit if it had been Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, News World. I don't give a shit. I just posted the fucking ship launching into space was the point. That was my post. Blast off. SpaceX launches rescue mission to bring home 2 astronauts. And what the fuck does Troy send to me? This fucker sends me this fucking shit on Facebook. It's not a rescue mission, and the astronauts weren't stranded after their original ship had issues. NASA opted to fold them into the ISS that was already there, blah, 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 blah. No, they would have been delayed in returning to Earth by like a year. They could come home on an emergency pod if they really wanted to. But the point is that he was saying that they're not stranded, and the language stranded that I'm using and that Fox used is incorrect. Well, if it's incorrect, then everybody's incorrect, because guess the fuck what? If I search this shit, stranded. And by the way, Troy was not the only person to start yelling at me about this. He's like, oh my God, they're not stranded. Well, that's what every fucking other person is saying. Meet the NASA astronauts stranded in space. These are from left-wing media sites. Left-wing media sites. And then guess what? If you do a Google on it, stranded. NBC News, stranded. But that's how fucking crazy people are, is they want to argue the fact that we're not really rescuing the fucking astronauts even. I can't tell you how many people that I argued with about this. I'm like, oh, why are we arguing about this? Why is this not just a good thing? They're technically like, well, what would you call it? I ask you then, what do you call it? What do you call it when the astronauts are up in space, they're supposed to come home, they can't come home, and so they're going to have to wait about a year? I mean, what do you call that? And the reason, and by the way, the reason we can't get them, and we're not going to get them, and they're going to stay up there, is because we don't have the money to fund a mission to go get them. But, so what do you call that? What's another word for stuck up in space for a year? What's the word? Is it stuck up in space? Is it delayed return? Like, how soft do you want to make the language? What would you call it? What would you call it if you went to Australia and then COVID happened and you were stuck there for 2 years? Would you call it stuck? What's another word for stuck? Can you say stranded? Is it stranded, stuck, trapped? Where, like, trapped? Delayed? He was delayed in Australia. Joe Cronin is still delayed in Australia due to COVID and no location able to travel, unable to travel out of Australia. He's still delayed on his return. So I don't know what to call that. And this is what we're arguing with people about. How can you argue with people about this? At what point are all my friends gonna come to my side? At what point are all my former Democrat friends gonna come over to my side? Like, what do we call it? So like, what is the argument? I don't understand these arguments, like, by people. I don't get it. It's driving me fucking nuts. uh, Unbelievable. I don't know, man. I'm here. What's up? I'm sorry to be late. I mean, obviously this is ridiculous, but to be so late. But obviously I was delayed and in some pain, but we're alive, so that's good, I Jeremy rendered myself almost. Imagine that. No, it's not even close to that bad whatsoever at all. Yeah, not even close. Not even nearly as close. Can you imagine that guy, bro? Jeremy Renner with the snowmobile thing? That was crazy. That goddamn thing ran him over. But I'm going to be all right. I'm going to live. I got like a sprained finger and some kind of or maybe a bone chip in it. I don't know. I didn't really tell them about it because I didn't want to have to deal with it. But something's wrong with my index finger. I have some nice road rash on my left leg. And my right ankle is fucked up. Unbelievable. I was supposed to have a bunch of interviews today too, and that didn't go well. So that fucked up that. Can't twist this bottle cap off with my other hand. What the fuck, bro? I'm broken. If you're ever going to try to pickpocket me, now's the time. I probably couldn't do anything about it.
The YouTube chat won't let me talk bad about Elon.
Really? The YouTube chat won't let you talk bad about Elon? Like the chat or like the moderators? You can talk bad about Elon if you want. He's kind of a goof sometimes. I mean, oh yeah, maybe Google. Why wouldn't Google though? Google hates him. You'd think Google would love you to talk bad about him. Doesn't Google hate Musk? Yeah, but so I don't know why I was in a fucking in a battle with my friend about the goddamn space deal. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna sleep. Yeah, so it was a fucked up day. I don't know. I'm still a little bit fucking bizarre about it. I don't know what I'm doing. I was really thrown off today, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's weird that people wanted green energy and Teslas and they loved it, and now they're like they're Nazis, I guess. So I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out the graph of everything. Let me get this straight. You know what I mean? Like wait a second. It's like I'm so confused about all this. Like we got like we got what is it? The world's ending. We got climate change. Climate change is real. Right? Climate change is real. Buy electric. Buy American. But like I'm so confused, but like die Tesla, which is USA Electric, And then there's like Nazis killed Jews, but if you buy Tesla, you're a Nazi. Love Gaza and Hamas. They loved 9/11 and dead Jews. What else? Am I missing something on this list? What else am I missing here? So climate change, buy electric, buy American, but die Tesla and USA Electric. Nazis killed the Jews, but if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi. But BMW is Nazi. We love that. What the fuck is going on? Like, can anybody, like, I'm not even done with this list. I am so confused.
Super chat party.
Can somebody please explain this to
Joe,
me?
what do you think Trump trying to take Canada?
Trump's not going to take Canada. You know, Andrade's Gaming, love you, brother, but yeah, Trump is not going to take Canada. Trump is just being he's just talking shit. You know what I mean? He's just talking shit. He's not going to take Canada. I'll tell you, bro, he's not going to take Canada. He might take you to the woodshed, but he's not going to take Canada. We don't want to take Canada. I mean, I think he's hurting himself by saying stuff like that sometimes. Like, just, why would you say that? Like, don't say that. You know, you're going to add fuel to the fire that people think you're, like, you know, gonna Putin Canada. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? It's like funny stuff like that is like what then people can be like, he wants to take Canada. It's like he's not going to take Canada. Joe, you have an echo. Oh, do I? Why didn't anybody tell me that? Oh, my super chat has an echo. Ah, I see. Okay, I fixed it. I got it. I know what it is. Do they not know Tesla is American? No, they don't. They do. They just don't. It doesn't make any sense. So we're still trying to figure this out. This is a very complicated issue. What else am I missing on this pizza? So climate. Thank you for the donation, man. Andrade's Gaming. I had a really. I'm sorry that I didn't. I'm just sorry I wasn't here. I don't know. I was gonna be on at 7:30 tonight too. I obviously had a big problem and it was not a good day today. Okay, I can replace the pin thing with my donation link. My bad. So climate change, buy electric, buy American, but die Tesla, which is USA Electric. Nazis killed the Jews, but if you buy Tesla, you're a Nazi. And now Israel runs everyone. I feel like you really can't criticize Muslims and Jews.
Super chat party.
They pulled USA beer here to start.
What did they say? They pulled USA beer here to start. Oh yeah, well that's because you guys are fucking weird. They pulled the USA beer off the shelves or something. I don't know. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the protesting. Like, we're gonna pull the beer off the shelves. Well, you already paid for it, so you already bought the beer. You already paid for the beer. The JFK files dropped today. That was something. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm pretty confused about everything. I'm really confused about the world at this point. I really don't know what to say about that. I think the Canadians are getting way too, like, making it about themselves, because Trump should have never said anything about Canada, because, like, now Canadians are just, like, losing their minds, like, oh my God, fuck Trump. Like, he just turned the Canadians against him by, like, saying stupid shit. So I don't know why he did that. Because he's not going to take Canada. It's not going to happen. All it's doing is making Canadians think this is the main story. Like, the main story in Canada now is like, oh my God, America wants to take us. And it's like, it's not going to happen. No one's even talking about that here, But it's not much different than, like, when the UK said they were going to arrest Americans. Like, the UK police guy was like, if you say things even in America, we will find you. Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. It's like nobody's going to listen to you. And the French person today that was like, we're going to take back the Statue of Liberty. Oh, yeah? You couldn't even handle the fucking goddamn Germans. And the press secretary destroyed that guy today. And I don't like any of the press secretaries, really. I think they're all kind of cunts. But, the Trump press secretary today just, like, fucking eviscerated these people. Watch this.
A member of the European Parliament from France who does not think the U.S. represents the values of the Statue of Liberty anymore. They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be...
You Joe still love USA.
Andrave's Gaming, what's up, brother? Oh yeah, man, we love you guys too. Nobody is trying to take in America. Nobody would back that, really. I mean, it's a funny thing. We like to joke about it because Trump said we could make Canada the state. It could be a new state or whatever. That's ridiculous. I mean, nobody wants that, and nobody really wants that. I don't know why Trump joked about it or whatever he meant about it. I thought that was a stupid. There's things that Trump says and does that are stupid, or that it's like, what are you doing? This is one of those things that Trump did and said that is really stupid to me. So I don't like it. I wouldn't have said it. I would have made him clarify it. And we're not going to take Canada. We love you guys the way you are, where you are, and that's just weird. I mean, could we partner with Canada more and become like whatever? I mean, but Canada is kind of ruled by the dumb whatever, the British or whatever. So that's the other thing that doesn't make sense. Well, what if we did make it some kind of a part of the country more, but you guys were still your own country and still Canada? I mean, but we gave you our support and it was a different system than what you have now with the British. But I don't know what, you're ruled right now by England, like, essentially, like, so I mean, like, what's the difference? That's the funny thing. But at the same time, yeah, we don't want to get involved in that. Like, there's no reason to get involved in what Canada is or isn't or whatever. Canada's fine the way it is. What a dumb, I thought that was a dumb thing for him to say. But this is a great thing. Watch this.
Not think the U.S. represents the values of the Statue of Liberty anymore. They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So
oh boy, that was a cook job right there. That was a cook job. You want the fucking goddamn Statue of Liberty back?
Be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So they should be very grateful to our great country.
There is now a member of
that. I don't understand how everybody isn't happy about that. I mean, that is some crazy funny shit to say. Yeah, you want the Statue of Liberty back? You'd be speaking German right now if it wasn't for us. So you should probably shut up. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny, bro. But don't it line up, though, with Russia wants Ukraine, China wants Taiwan, now USA wants Canada? I mean, I think that's sort of what, like, Trump is getting at with stuff, because he wants... I think it aligns more with the USA wanting Iceland, but it doesn't, because those countries don't... So, like, put it this way. Yeah, Russia wants Ukraine. Ukraine does not want Russia to take it. And yeah, China wants Taiwan. Taiwan does not want it to take it. And so, you know, Trump wanting Canada, I guess it would be like that, because Canada does not want the USA to take it. So I guess it does match up in a way with those things, but man, Taiwan is a small country. You know, Ukraine is a small country. This is massive for us to take Canada. You know, that would be... I guess I could see your point there that does kind of align with, you know, dictators wanting to take areas. I don't think Trump would do that or could do that. I don't know. It's very weird. I don't understand what he's talking about. We really don't, even in America, I don't think really understand why Trump is saying that. You know, I mean, I can't even tell you. I honestly can't tell you. I can't tell you what he's really thinking. I don't fully understand why he's saying that, or why he wants that, or why he's saying it. I don't think it would ever happen, because Trump isn't going to do anything militarily, right? So the problem is in Russia, Russia will do things militarily, or with their military, to take Ukraine, but mostly because of the aggressive actions of NATO are partially why Russia has moved on Ukraine. Taiwan hasn't been taken yet by China at all. I mean, it could be any day that they decide to do it, but that still hasn't even happened yet. So really, the only thing that's happened is Ukraine, you know, and that happened as a result of other conflict. And the claim is that Putin wants Ukraine, and that's why he did it. But I mean, I think it gave him an excuse to do it. It's kind of like Putin saying, "Oh, I want you. I want the It'd be nice if the Soviet Russia was back to the way it was, the Soviet Union, and we got Ukraine back and all those. I would like to have everybody back in Russia, ideally, but we'll see what happens." And then over the years, he slowly is, creeping in areas. But then NATO starts getting involved, and then all the war generals and all the generals 10 years ago, they come out and they say, hey, if we keep getting involved in this, Russia's going to do something. Like, if we keep doing what we're doing with NATO, Russia's going to do something. We're going to get Ukraine attacked. And then we go and do it. And then Russia jumps in. Here they come. Now, Russia's lied a million times about taking land and breaking treaties and all this stuff. But also NATO and everything have been aggressors, and so haven't Ukraine, have been aggressors in different ways. And then Russia said, well, fuck this. Let's go take it. So it's one of those things where, like, well, and Putin is probably like, well, there's my excuse. I'm going in. Just like George Bush went into Iraq. Boy, I really want to get Iraq back for trying to kill my father. I really want to get Iraq back for all that stuff they did to us. I still want the oil in Iraq. I would love to go into Iraq, but I can't, because American people don't want to go to war at all. This is the year 2001, and nobody in America wants to go to war. But boy, would I like to go into Iraq. It sure would be a shame if 2 planes blasted into our buildings in New York City, and suddenly, I don't know, I have to go into Iraq. So if you give people an excuse to do something, they're going to do it because they've been looking for an excuse to do it. You know? Oh, shit. You know, I really wanted to go into Ukraine and to take that fucking place, but, you know, it wouldn't be good. I don't want to do it. But you know what? If these NATO fuckers keep fucking around, I'm going to go in there. Canada has a lot more than Ukraine. That's true. Probably not going to go there. But yeah, the astronauts are back. That's good. Don't know why that's not a good thing for everybody, you know. It's just so goofy this people in this world is Andrave's Gaming, thank you for the donations, man. I've been thrown off. I'm sorry. I meant to come on here. I had all these news things and like wrestling stuff, but my computer rebooted when I was getting taken care of from my injuries, and my computer rebooted.
Shit bum.
I lost all my notes.
Kevin Nash is kind of a spaz.
Kevin Nash is kind of a spaz. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, Kevin's kind of crazy. He follows me on Twitter. So yeah, I don't know what we've been still trying to figure out for all these for a while why Kevin Nash why I've not talked to Kevin Nash in a long time. I don't know what made him follow me. I don't know what's up with that. He only follows 1,500 people. I mean, somebody made a comment a while back that, you know, maybe maybe his kid was running it and followed me. I don't know. Of course, then he not that long ago passed away after that. And now Luke Rojas is calling me.
Oh man, I was gonna try to do like a retard voice.
Oh fuck! I blew it up. I ruined it.
No, who cares? Who cares? I didn't even know you were alive. I was just calling to fucking fuck with you.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I fell asleep and I had a shitty day and bad things happened
Well.
And I fell asleep
Some would say that's karma. Some would say that's karma.
That's probably true.
For calling me in the middle of, you know, my sacred jerk off section, you know.
That's right.
This motherfucker, I was literally like 2 seconds away and this guy calls me, you know. So the end of the day, you get what you have coming.
You're like, and then Cronin pops up on your phone.
Just Joe call. Oh, great. No, actually, no. My dick twitched. Like, oh, let's go.
I'm telling you though, if you held it in a little bit, it might have been a better one because of that. Maybe not. Dude, though.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, I did. I held it in for another 2 minutes exactly.
Oh, there you go.
Well, yep. Some would say that's over information right there, but you know what? Fucking whatever.
That's awesome. No, I called you completely randomly, like in a dumb way for no real reason, and then was just gonna hang up, and then you said that, and I was like, wow. I'm like, this is great. It was like I'm God. Like God sent me to tell you, stop doing that. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, save him.
Yeah,
he gets it from you.
Yeah, this was the thing that I was meant to do to save you. For all, I don't know, for all, you know what, though? It's ridiculous if you don't, because it really stops the cancer. You know, it helps you eliminate cancer. The more you can do it, like twice a day or once a day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. So, I mean, really what you were doing is trying to give me cancer, dude.
Yeah. Yep. I wanted you to hold
Thanks
it in.
a lot, man.
And by then
I
the
get
tumor.
Your life is shitty.
Yeah, it was not a good day. But I woke up late then, so I was like, oh, you know, I don't know, bro. I slept in. I don't even know. I feel like all I do is complain. Like, but this was a bad day. Like, I don't know. This is a real bad day.
Well, you know, sometimes you just have bad days, man. That was me yesterday. I felt like you yesterday. When I said some unfortunate things on the show.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But listen, I mean, I did say I'm only gonna have a talk, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna go there with a weapon, but only talk to them, so it's okay.
Yeah. I was just demonstrating that, you know, that I believe in my Second Amendment.
Yeah, I mean that's what you tell them. I mean, you know, if the FBI calls, you know, that's what I said. You know, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe.
Tell them it's a bit.
You know what? No, because isn't there a new director of the FBI? So.
That's right.
It's like they're all
actually. I hope the FBI he could call you. That'd be great because then we could get to the bottom of some things. I'd be like, hey, dude, we want to see a really crazy scene. We're trying to figure out these like, and then we finally take down a whole bunch of people. You know, they've only taken down a few.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I put them onto a bunch of other people. Like, no. The real threats are this, and this.
Come on out, you rapist!
Yep, and we got proof. Drew Bar.
They can raid fucking Ramon's hotel room. Like 15 different hookers.
All you're gonna find there is hookers with AIDS.
No, 15 dead corpses stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, and when they ask him, like, what's going on here? What the hell is happening? And he just goes, oh, come on in, man. Look at this.
The hookers.
Dead hookers.
If I'm going to jail, I better make sure that I plug up my asshole.
They were like this when I got here.
Ramon had a minor infraction of prostitution that we threw him into prison for 50 years just for being an annoying fucktard.
Yeah.
Like, just like everything that the judge says to him, he's always like, hope I don't have to get nude and like roll around in a bunch of oil or something. Like, dude, it's like, okay, but Ramon, so we're trying to make sure that just follow the door. Like, okay, so you say that you were here during the time of the scene. Well, I think I was, or maybe I was inside a hooker. I can never tell. Okay, well, it's not the time to talk about the hooker, man. Like,
well, one of the dead hookers? Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
Well, I don't know, alive or dead. You know, sometimes
it all felt cold. It always felt cold. I know that.
Sometimes they sleep. Sometimes they say, just do it. I'm going to take a nap.
My mom was a hooker. All right, brother. I'll let you go back to work, but or whatever you're doing.
No, I'm leaving now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Home now, so.
There you go. Call me in a few. If I might be on, I don't know. I might be off. I'm not sure.
All right, I'm going to go take a shit.
All right, take a dump and then call it me. Take a picture of it. Oh. There goes Luke Rojas. Take that, Ramon. Drew Bar, 63 months as a member. Thank you, Drew Bar. Much appreciated. Appreciate that, dude. Look at that. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and say something, you know, because felt bad that, you know, I wasn't here and did not have a very weird day. We had a bit of a weird day. Good job, Joe. The Lord is proud. Now Rojas is backed up. Yeah, I can't believe I called them right as that was going on. Yeah, I wonder what he was watching during his self-love session. I don't know what. I wonder what video. How much Canadian for a what? For a coffee? I think you paid for a coffee pretty much. Earlier with those donos, probably. U.S. is a lot more, I believe. I know that, when I used to send, long time ago when I would send money Canadian, if I sent $5 American, it would be like $8 Canadian or something. It was crazy. So it was crazy when I would send like $50 to somebody. They would get like, I don't know what it was, like $65 or something. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because at the time, a lot of the stuff in Canada was cheaper, but they got more out of the American dollar when it converted. So I thought that was crazy cool. That was wild. So like I'd send the money and I'm like, not only are you paying less money for product, but when I send you this money, you're getting an extra amount of money. I thought, oh my God. Oh my God. I moved my leg the wrong way. Holy shit. I would say
Super chat party.
Well, free money, smiley face emoji.
thank you, Andravis Gaming. Thank you, brother. Oh, Canada. Kidney stones? No. It was worse than that. Well, not worse than that. It wasn't worse than that. But mentally, it was worse than that. Mentally, it was not a good day. But yeah, no, physically, it wasn't as bad as kidney stones, I wouldn't think. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like kidney stones would be worse. I just got a really bad ankle issue. After what I fell on my ankle, fell down, everything is fucked up. My finger is sprained. I've got a giant road rash thing on my leg. And my right ankle is not great right now. You thought I came? Yeah, that was me jizzing. I was exploding in my pants. Yeah, I'm so confused. That chart is one of the most important charts ever because you don't know. And then also, like, love LGBTQ, but
Come on out,
Gaza
you rapist!
will kill them. Andraves Gaming became a member. Andraves, thank you, man. He's doing it all tonight. Andraves Gaming, thank you, brother. He's doing everything. Becoming a member. So we got climate change, buy an electric car, and buy American, but die Tesla in U.S. electric car. Nazis killed the Jews, but if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi. Love Gaza, Hamas, but they loved 9/11 and dead Jews. But BMW is Nazi, but we love that. Israel runs everyone. I can't criticize the Jews or Muslims. I'm confused. Love the LGBTQ, but Gaza would kill them. And I'm confused. Somebody's going to be wrong in all this, Something is going to get crisscrossed. What are we supposed to do here? At some point, this chart that I'm making is going to put you on no side or at odds with every side. It's like, at some point, if you try to buy into whatever the politics of this is, you're going to be wrong at some point. Like, you are going to face opposition. I'm so confused. I'm so confused by this chart. It's impossible to keep up with the stupidity of everything. I want to like make a visual chart, like this person's that person's enemy and this is that's enemy, but this is enemy. I'm so lost. You know what I mean? Like it's very hard. It's very confusing. Like the right-wing people don't support LGBTQ as much as the left-wing people do, but the right-wing people are Nazi dictators. But we love Hamas and Gaza, but like they want to kill the LGBTQ people. But also, you don't be an anti-Semite, but if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi. And also, Israel are Nazis. I forgot that one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, laughing is hurting me. It hurts to laugh. Oh my god. Israel are Nazis. You can't keep up with this stuff, guys. You can't keep up with this stuff. Oh my god. Climate change. There's climate change, so I cannot get all this stuff straight. So there's climate change, so we got to buy electric vehicles, right? Climate change, so we got to buy electric, and we should probably buy American. But at the same time, let's light Teslas on fire, which hurt the climate, and die Tesla. And if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi, but not because Nazis killed the Jews. Nazis killed the Jews, and if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi, even though that could help with the climate change that they want you to help with. And you should love Gaza and Hamas, even though they loved 9/11 and dead Jews. Right?
I'll chug a beer if someone donates more than 20.
You'll chug a beer? Hell yeah, put that on stream. Chug a beer, baby. We love you and Jarvis Gaming. Thank you, brother. Hell, man. I might drink something too. Who knows? I might do something bizarre. I don't know. I'm poor. I'll do anything for money. Now I'm really poor after having to go to the hospital. So there's that. And then but if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi. Love Gaza and Hamas. They love 9/11 and dead Jews. But BMW was made by Nazis and had all this Nazi involvement, but we love that and don't have a problem with BMW right now. Also, Israel runs everyone and anything anyway, but also love the LGBTQ, but Gaza would kill them. And also, Israel are Nazis. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. You cannot make this stuff up. And there's more. There's more that I'm forgetting. Like, we're not even done. Like, there's more to add to this chart. And then if you put on what side people are on each other, it's like crazy. It's like, okay, so wait a minute. Like, I'm so confused by this. Like, it's so wild.
Canada has free healthcare, why not USA?
Because we're dumb and we're run by the pharmaceutical companies in America. You saw during COVID exactly why we don't have health care. That's another thing. Hey, we want free health care. Except let's bow down to Fauci and and you better take your jab or you don't have a job anymore. So you want free health care, but you really don't, because you just gave the pharmaceutical companies all the power. But yeah, we may never get that. We're not going to get it under Trump, right? So Biden was never going to do anything. All the Democrat side is going to do is pretend like they're going to do something and never do anything. And the Republicans are basically like, we're just not going to do anything. So you're probably never going to get free health care until you get somebody who's like, I'm going to get free health care. We're going to have it for sure. Like, they have to run on that only, and that is their number one thing. I think after Trump is done, you might be able to get that. Like, after Trump is done the next 4 years, whoever takes over or comes up next, they could run on the platform of free health care, and they could do it. But they're not going to do that because the deep state won't allow that. You know? It's the same reason everybody's mad at Elon Musk and Donald Trump for actually investigating our government and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and just finding out about all the corruption. They're finding out about all the corruption, and everybody and some people in the country are mad about it. Can you imagine? These guys are actually looking into the corruption, and people are mad about that. The Matrix has you. You know, so like, can you imagine what's going to happen if you try to actually create free health care in America? The system is going to come after you huge, just like they're coming after Trump. So whoever does it, it's going to have to probably be like a radical Democrat or an independent radical person that becomes president to try to get health care. I mean, you know, Obama kind of like half-assed it. He tried sort of, but like came up with a governmental version of some kind of care, but that helps a little bit. It does a little bit for some people, but it wasn't the right thing. It needs to be a really, really good system that really helps people. And but also makes it so we don't end up like some Canada. You know, Canada has waiting periods and problems, and lots of Canadians run to America to get things done. And lots of Americans wish they were in Canada to get the free care. Lots of Canadians wish they were in America to get the care fast enough. What I would potentially think about doing is creating an international exchange, potentially with Canada, where there was some sort of medical cooperation, so that Canadians, you know, who want to get care in America, might be able to do it. But that might be working out fine for Canada. But then Americans that want to go to Canada to get free health care, well, the Canadian system is like overwhelmed. And even the American system right now it's been overwhelmed. Like, even in America, like, we don't have free health care, and our system is overwhelmed right now. If you were to implement free health care into our country right now, you would have major panic and problems, because people would not be able to get the help they need because of weight limits and stuff. They would be panicked probably. So then Canadians wouldn't be able to get their stuff done anymore fast, because the American system is now bogging down the same way theirs is. So what really needs to be done is an overhaul of the infrastructure of the medical healthcare system in America needs to be done. And that's going to take about 10 years in my brain's estimation, or 5 years maybe. 5 to 10 years in order to get things squared away, because what we have to do is create an infrastructure and a path for nurses and for doctors and for healthcare providers. We need to never do something like COVID again, where we say you better stick this needle in you or you're fired. You know, those people, that terrified people. There was a mass exodus from the medical profession at that time. People aren't paid enough. You know, some of those jobs really do make decent money, but a lot of people entry level don't make enough. And, you know, there's not enough hospitals in the country. There's so many closures of hospitals. So if I were the president of the United States, I would get to work on figuring out how can we open up more hospitals? How can we produce more doctors? In every way, from surgeons to doctors to medical professionals, I would push for the medical field and healthcare field in America to be one of the best ever, the most coordinated, high standard, high efficiency in the world. And how I would help fund American healthcare is by making our specialists so special and so important that I would then reach out to the other countries to say, listen, we have so many doctors, we have so many medical facilities, and we have so much medicine that we have lots of room for everybody. We want to make a deal with you, India or whatever. If you guys need help with your health care and stuff like that, and you have people lined up for surgeries, we can take them here in America. If we need to treat you for certain things or surgeries and stuff like that, we can do it here in America, and we can speed up the process for you because we're so efficient here. So my goal would be to get us to the point where we're not only servicing the Americans so well, we're so good. It's free health care for America, and it's so easy and fast. We're blowing Canada away that Canadians are still begging to come in, and that Indians are begging to come in, and people from other countries are begging to come in. And then I'm going to call those other countries, and I'm going to say, yes, we can sign a deal for you guys to have a medical, for medical care with America. It's going to cost you whatever it's going to cost you. You're going to give us $100 million or whatever, and we're going to allow you guys to come in and use our healthcare system at a discounted rate. So those people can go and tell their people, hey, you can do this in America as well, and it's cheap there as well, or that we've got a partnership with America. So we would make a lot of money back from all the countries around the world who might be sending people here for different surgeries and things like that. We would deregulate many, some surgeries that maybe, be able to be deregulated now. There are certain treatments and experimental treatments that go on in Brazil and other countries and stuff like that. And we would talk about bringing those here as well, maybe in certain states or in certain areas under, certain scrutiny. And we would also, find a way to make money off of that as well. And we would use all of that money from the outside and from those procedures that we've unleashed now to help fund our free healthcare system for Americans. Anyway. Wow, I just went off on like a crazy rant. Oh, Matt, 666.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Hail King Elon, even though his Cybertrucks look retarded. In break room at work, take care, dude.
Hey, Matt, thank you, man, for donating 666. Thank you, brother. That is the first donation to my PayPal, I think, tonight. Matt, you're the man, bro. Thank you for that, Matt. Have fun at break. I had all kinds of breaks today. Imagine, like I just can't believe Luke Rojas had his pee-pee in his hand.
I've been going to wrestling shows for
today.
over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday,
love you, Matt,
that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Ryback rules. Shell shock.
Ryback rules.
Lucky duck. Lucky duck. Thank you, Lucky Duck. Having no income tax works as well. That's true, Get the Tables. That's true. I would definitely love to see that. I mean, I still owe the IRS 60-something thousand, so.
Super chat
I don't know.
party.
I'm on depression meds, could not get it in the USA.
You're on depression meds and you couldn't get them in the USA? Wow. Yeah, see, like, you should be able to. So we should be able to make a deal with Canada where, like, we'll help you guys out. You know, it's going to cost Canada, though, you know. Like, so the Canadian government is going to give us $1 billion or, you know, a couple $100 million. And in return, we will speed up the process for, you know, the delivery of drugs or whatever to Canada. And so we would basically allow other countries to compete with us. Hey, who wants the medication first? Who wants the most supply at the best discount first? Blah blah blah. And you know, we would take the first buyers. I mean, recently Saudi Arabia has been trying to get us to do a bunch of things for them. And Saudi Arabia has a shitload of money. So, I mean, Donald Trump should be diving onto that right now. He should be reaching out to Saudi Arabia like, absolutely, you want that? Of course. $3 billion, you know, $10 billion, whatever. Saudi Arabia will spend crazy money and has the money to spend. Like, so you take that 100%. Like, you go after that big time. Blizzard warning for Tony Khan tomorrow. Blizzard warning? There's a blizzard warning somewhere? Where is AEW tomorrow? I don't trust Saudi. I mean, but they have money and they give it to you. Saudi gives you money and they like you. Hey, make no mistake about it. Saudi Arabia, I mean, they like us. Tim Pool was attacked. Really? I think I did hear about that. Like his beanie was attacked. My meds are weed and booze. I can't stand pills. Yeah. Everybody's got, you know, something going on. Everybody's a little different, you know. I want everybody to be able to get helped, you know, if they can. A wrestler died the other day from a heart attack. Holy shit, really? I'm surprised I didn't die of one today. I am shocked I'm alive right now. I'm trying to get the JFK files. Oh, here they are. We got the JFK files. We're reading the JFK files. All right, let's ask Gronk. Based on everything in these JFK files. I just asked Grok. Let me see. Let's try the conclusion. Let's ask Grok. All right, let's see what Grok based on the JFK files today that were released today. Who do you think killed JFK? So let's ask Grok Who do you think killed JFK based on all the new information?
This summary from the Warren Commission's Chapter 4 strengthens the case that Lee Harvey Oswald killed President Kennedy. It's a concise rundown of the key findings, and each point builds on the evidence I already reviewed in the chapter. Let's break it down. Owned and possessed the rifle. The Mannlicher Carcano, tied to Oswald through purchase records, photos, and his palm print seals this as hard evidence. Brought it into the depository. The package he carried, the paper bag, and witness statements aligned too neatly to dismiss. Present at the window. Fingerprints, palm prints, and eyewitnesses place him at the sniper's perch. Tough to argue. He was just hanging out there coincidentally. Kill Tippit. The Tippit murder, witnessed and forensically linked to Oswald's revolver, shows a pattern of violence and flight. Resisted arrest. Pulling a loaded gun on cops suggests guilt and desperation, not innocence. Lied to police. His evasiveness on critical detail.
First time here was Sat night. I died laughing at the crazy screaming drunk beaner guy.
First time here was Saturday night. I died laughing at the crazy screaming drunk beaner guy. Wait a minute, what? Lucky Duck, what is Lucky Duck referring to? What is Lucky Duck referring to? Oh, is that what the fight with Luke and Danny? Is that what we're talking about?
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh, Garguts. Yeah, Beaner. Okay, I got you now. I'm stupid.
To a friend.
Andraves, thank you for the $3. Oh shit, he sent it in. He sent it into the PayPal too. Hey, thank you, bro. Andraves, thank you for sending that, man. I appreciate that. The money right into the PayPal. Thank you, sir. Holy shit, brother. Thank you. Much appreciated, dude. Yeah, it sounds like, so Grok thinks, that Lee Harvey Oswald did it. But I think the problem is people think, that he was helped, right? But according to Grok, he's like, yep, Lee Harvey Oswald did it.
Like the rifle or his movements, undermines any defense. Walker attempt. This prior assassination attempt, with the same rifle no less, proves he had the intent and capability for targeted killings. Rifle skill, his Marine marksmanship training, and the shot's feasibility, per the commission, mean he could pull it off. Taken together, these points form a tight narrative. Oswald had the means, opportunity, and behavior consistent with being the assassin. The commission's conclusion, Oswald did it, flows logically from this evidence. It's not just one smoking gun. It's a whole arsenal of circumstantial and direct clues. That said, this is still the commission's lens. If you've got doubts or want me to weigh other evidence, like later declassified files or conspiracy angles, I can pivot and explore those too. Does this settle it for you? Or do you want to push further?
I said, what about the files that were released today? From, let's see if we can pull this and see if we can get, so that's originally what Grok says about the JFK assassination. Let's see if we add today's files updated, if we can get a clearer answer from Grok about the JFK.
From what's been reported so far, these files include a mix of CIA, FBI, and other agency documents, some newly inventoried, like 2,400 FBI records identified earlier this year. Early analysts suggest no immediate bombshells that overturn the Warren Commission's conclusion that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. For instance, CIA surveillance records from Mexico City, where Oswald visited the Soviet and Cuban embassies weeks before the assassination, add detail about intelligence operations, but don't explicitly name him in some key memos. Other documents touch on broader contexts, like mafia ties or Cold War espionage, but historians and experts are skeptical about major narrative shifts, given that over 99% of the collection was already public by mid-2023. That said, the sheer volume means it'll take time to sift through. Scholars note that while some files might reveal operational details, like CIA double agent recruitment or Oswald's monitored activities, most reinforce the lone gunman theory rather than fuel conspiracy claims, e.g., second shooters or direct agency involvement. Posts on X today echo this. Some users highlight hints of CIA awareness of Oswald, but others call it a nothing burger, expecting critical evidence to have been scrubbed long ago. If you want specifics, the National Archives site, archives.gov/JFK, has the raw files, over 1,100 PDFs, though not all are digitized yet. Without diving into every page, which I can't do in real time, I'd say the release adds texture to the historical record, but doesn't seem to rewrite it, based on initial reactions. What's your take? Were you hoping for something juicier? I can dig deeper into a particular angle if you'd like. Deep search, analyze, the surveillance, JFK conspiracy theories.
So there you go. I mean, in my opinion, if there was a bombshell, it's not going to be in the report, and they would have, like you said, scrubbed it a long time ago. If there's anything important like that, it would have been erased a long while back. So, that's, I think we kind of all figure that, But in the end, it's like until all the files are digitized and everybody can go through them, I would say within about a week, because people are going to be able to take every page, digitized page, and they're going to be able to upload it to AI. And they're going to allow, AI is going to comb through it. There's going to be analytical people that comb through it. There's going to be news departments where it's like, hey, man, you've got these 20 pages. You've got these 20 pages. Everybody read your 20 pages and come up. Let me know if any of the following are in these. And then there's going to be people just uploading it to AI systems. And they're going to be telling the AI, hey, we're looking to see there's a second shooter, a cover-up, involvement, any cover-ups, discrepancies. Tell me all the times that things contradict each other. All kinds of things that you can be looking for using AI. And within about a week, I feel like we're going to get much clearer answers to everything. But it doesn't feel like there's anything that's like, boom. It's not, you still can't say 100%, the vice president did it, or a government outside the U.S. did it, or, somebody inside the country in the CIA did it. You really can't say still about anything. You just know that it appears that Oswald killed him, and that's all we know. That's what everyone's that's what everybody's wondering about. So we kind of know, but we don't really know. We still don't really know, but we have more details about everything that could, that will help you make more of a decision on how you feel, I guess. So we'll see. Well, we're going to have to give it another week, but really it does feel like it's going to be a kind of a, nothing crazy, nothing big. But, and again, if Oswald is the fall guy, or even was the guy that it was done by, it's like, how are you ever going to find out who originally did it without getting those countries coming forward, and they can't. right? Like, let's say like another country did it.
Superchat party.
Oh shit!
20 or more, you'll still chug a beer.
Damn,
Beer emoji.
someone drops $20 or more, Andraves is gonna chug a beer. Someone drops $20 or more, I'll fucking chug a beer. Thank you, Andraves. What's up, bro? I salute you. Yeah, no other country is gonna come forward and admit it too. Like, they may even know. Like, one of the other countries could know, but they can't come forward, because if they do, then America would hate them, or America would be like they would be in trouble potentially. They'd have to make a deal beforehand. It'd have to be like say Russia did it. Vladimir Putin would have to sit with Trump and say, hey, listen, we've got some declassified things from the past that are interesting and awful at the same time. Obviously, they had nothing to do with me. And if you guys had some information too from back in the day and you wanted to exchange it, we could exchange information. Nothing after 1970, but we're talking about going back in the day, just to provide some historical accuracy. You guys have done some things that's not great for us, and we've done things to you. Like, how about an informational exchange? And then Trump could say, well, that's very interesting. Like, yeah, maybe we would do that. And they'd have to agree that they were gonna both, admit to some things, and then they would have to kind of come out together, like someplace live, and say, hey, Russia did it. Hey, we finally found out what happened. Russia paid Lee Harvey Oswald, all this money, and he's the one who killed him, and he killed him, but it came originally from them. And then America could say, we assassinated these people and abducted a few of your engineers back in the day, and took them to our country, and then tortured them, and then sent them back, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what that would look like. I don't understand the benefit of that. I don't see them doing that at all. Even if there was like an agreement to an exchange of information, like, hey, this stuff happened 100 years ago, or 80 years ago, whatever it is, has nothing to do with the current regimes now. We get along, everything's all right, but we wanted it for historical accuracy to disclose some things that we found out about each other. But I still don't think that they would do that, because Russia is super like quiet and never like willing to divulge information. Like, America's not either, but I almost could see America doing it first before Russia. But Russia and America are both just no way. But Russia especially, like, hey, how about we exchange some information? Russia would be like, information about what? Oh, like these things back in the day. I mean, maybe you guys did some stuff. Maybe we did some stuff. Want to exchange it for the good of all mankind? It's just, you didn't do it. We didn't do it, really. It's stuff that happened years and years ago before us. Hey, it could be cool. Russia would be like, no. Like, they would never do that. They would never do that. But pretty funny to think about if they were to do something like that. But yeah, highly unlikely. Can you imagine that? That would be so crazy. I also want to thank everybody for coming on to Rumble the other night when I was running on Rumble. I'm probably going to do a big Rumble stream tomorrow as well. So I look forward to that and trying to make up for today, because I meant to be live. I honestly meant to be live today in the noontime on this channel, And then I meant to be live tonight at 7:30, and we got started way late. And I'm probably I could go longer, but I'm probably just gonna wrap it up in a minute because it's always bad when you go so late. People are asleep now and shit. But I don't know. Elon Musk.
People like I woke up this morning and saw that Teslas were put ablaze in one of your dealerships in Vegas. I've seen this happen all over the country. Bullets are being fired. Charging stations are put ablaze. Teslas are being put ablaze.
And what's Donald Trump doing? I thought Donald Trump was going to stop all this shit. Where the fuck is Trump? Are we going to send? What are we going to do? Are we going to send security out there? Where's the Make America Safe Again and Make America Great Again? I don't care if these people are paid terrorists. Like, get the army out there. Why isn't the army out there?
I woke up this morning and saw that Teslas were put ablaze in one of your dealerships in Vegas. I've seen this happen all over the country. Bullets are being fired. Charging stations are put ablaze. Teslas are being put ablaze. You have experienced assassination, threats of assassination for you and your family. What have you done that warrants this? Because
investigating corruption. If you investigate corruption, they will come for you. Just ask Batman in the Batman movies. Just ask anybody who tried to go after the mob back in the day. When you go after the mob, they come after you. If you expose government corruption like Elon has been doing with Trump, which is funny to say, Trump investigating corruption, but they're doing it. It takes one to know one, right? But when you do that, you're a target. Make no mistake about it. If Elon Musk was just a pussy, like regular billionaire guy, like Jeff Bezos, he would be hiding on a yacht somewhere. He wouldn't be trying to go to Mars and trying to power the internet across the whole world for everybody. He wouldn't be trying to build electric vehicles or trying to make things efficient or try to make places better. He wouldn't be doing any of that. He would be on a goddamn yacht underpaying all his employees. Not that Musk is a saint. He's still a billionaire. He's got narcissistic, bizarre tendencies. No billionaire is your friend, really. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, Bezos would never do this.
I see nothing that you have done except help our country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought that
considering you used to be left, that's funny. So I wonder why he's not left anymore.
The left, or the Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things.
Yeah, they're telling you that there's climate change, but let's burn a bunch of lithium batteries. These people are deranged, insane people, and this is why I left the left. Like, but it's not really the left, though. That's the problem, too. You got to remember that. Like, we're all normal. You guys are normal. Some of us aren't so normal, but you know what I'm saying? Like, these are paid terrorists. Let's be honest. These are extreme, probably paid terrorists by giant billionaires outside of the U.S. doing these radical things. Most likely, in my opinion. But there are everyday Americans that are keying people's cars and, yelling and doing that sort of thing. So there's a mix of, stupid, crazy people and also people that are being paid to do it.
Duncachino?
Kind of a
mind
mix.
if I do?
Oh, shit.
What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Yo.
Joe, do a drink with me. Sorry, it's Canadian money.
Oh, shit. I'll see if I have one. Andrave's Gaming, thank you, brother. It's a super chat. It's Canadian money, and it's also now 40% Google's money. He did the super chat, though. No, it's got to be a non-super chat, Andrave's. The donation link of Streamlabs pinned to the top of the chat, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, we'll have to figure something out. I am going to definitely do a stream for you tomorrow. What kind of beer do I have? Do I even have beer? I don't even know. I might not have I might have to do a shot or something. Like, I'm going to do whiskey. The only piece of alcohol I have in my entire house, I think, is a bottle of whiskey. I'm dead serious. Holy shit. Let's go. Let's go. What's my name? Duncachino. People like Rastafa. No, I don't think Rastafa would do it. I think these people are way worse. Like, Rastafa's just Rastafa's like a protester and a rally guy. There's nothing wrong with, wanting to be a voice, or you're right though, he is paid though, so maybe that's true. I mean, I don't think he would firebomb a place though. You know what I mean? I don't think you could pay Rastafa to firebomb a place. But you could pay him to, preach at a place or something. Thank you, man.
So I think we just have a deranged. There's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
Well, there is a mental illness thing going on, and we all know that. But let's be honest; these people are probably paid by foreign governments. So.
Yeah,
and I think.
I mean, we don't know what it is. Imagine the people on the left. They're like, he called it a mental illness. It's a rising up. I don't know.
Why do
Unbelievable. Boom. How was NXT tonight? Got a couple of Rough Riders on NXT tonight, I see. Oh, my God, man. Oh, Andraves, thank you for the $20. One of my kids is awake. And it's 11 o'clock. Oh, boy. Elon is funny. I think it's a mental illness. We've got a I do. I think there's something wrong. I think there's I think there's a mental illness. There's a mental illness. Nah, there's people that are poor, and they'll do a whole lot more for some money. You know? Oh, this is like a left-wing district place. And hey, listen, we're gonna pay you. We'll pay you $20,000 to burn this Tesla place. And don't worry, because if you get caught, we know the prosecutors, we know the judges, we run that county anyway, so we'll get you out of it anyhow. You know, we'll try to make sure you don't get caught. We'll try to make sure the investigation's dropped, and then we'll get you out even if you do get caught. And you get $20,000, and all that's going to happen is insurance is going to go up in the area. That's what they do now. They're like, no, go ahead, burn that place down over in L.A. It doesn't matter, because if that building burns down in L.A., hey, like, we know all the people, and, you know, we'll just release you. Yeah, don't go and do it in Kentucky, because we don't control some of those people, but, you know. Elon is doing an insurance scam. He needs the money. He definitely does not need the money, but I could see him doing it. I mean, he pays people to level up his Diablo character and his Path of Exile character. So maybe Elon would say, "Well, I'll pay people to blow up my Tesla building, you know, for sympathy and also for like the insurance." So he just like, I'll blow up my Tesla. Yeah, it's mentally ill people. I don't know. Meanwhile, he's paying people to blow. Doesn't really make sense to me, but he is weird. You know, you never know. The JFK files. JFK Jr. warned that Joe Biden was a traitor to the U.S. before he was killed. This can't be real. What is this? Worcester, Massachusetts, my home area. A hearing, handwritten, hand-printed address. Senator Joe Biden, Delaware, U.S. Capitol Building, U.S. Senate, Washington. Accompanying handwritten, hand-printed letter dated 8/26/94. 94? Is that 94? What year is that? Is that 94? 94. Dear Senator Biden, you are a traitor and bearing the signature John F. Kennedy Jr. a.k.a. John F. Kennedy Jr., Senator Joe Biden, victim August, Worcester, Mass. Well, what does this even mean? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. That's so ambiguous, I don't understand it. Somebody would have to explain that to me. Ow, my fucking hand is killing me. Oh, God. I'm like injured all over. A hearing in 1994, $100 is like a penny for him. Yeah. Ironic part about Tesla dealerships burning is that our tax dollars are going to have to fix it. So the protesters aren't doing anything good. Well, they're not. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? It's like we went over at the beginning of the show. Climate change, buy electric. Except for Teslas, if you buy those, you're a Nazi, and Teslas are Nazis. Nazis killed Jews, but if you buy a Tesla, you're a Nazi. Love Gaza and Hamas. They loved 9/11 and dead Jews. But BMW is from the Nazis, but we love that. Israel runs everything. Love the LGBTQ, but Gaza would kill them. And Israelis are Nazis. Like,
Super chat party.
I'll start donating through Streamlabs. Sorry, Joe.
I'm just kidding, man. You don't have to. You can donate any way you want, man. It all comes to me eventually. You're the shit, brother. Andrade's Gaming is beasting tonight. He is going beast mode. $40 in super chat donations tonight. Total. And Andrade's Gaming is going off. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's whatever's easier for you, man. I just don't want to, they take 40%. Super chats take 30 days to get to me, and super chats, they take 40%. So, you know what I'm saying? It's better to use Streamlabs pinned to the top. I get that money immediately. So, selfishly, I'm like, yeah, use Streamlabs because I have no money. So, when you send me $10, it's like I really have $10 I can use. But super chats take 30 days to get to me. But also, they take 40% of the super chat. So, but honestly, some people only will do super chat. So it's fine, man. Whatever you do is fine. It works out. It helps. It all helps. It's all awesome. Super chats are fun. It's fun to see the glowing fucking thing on there too. Come up, you know. What's up, Dicko? My computer is freezing, yeah. Is my stream freezing? My computer's definitely freezing. Gotta love it. Life is falling apart. Hey, if you can, guys, feel free to click that like button and stick the thumb all the way up there, because I did not, I don't think I mentioned that yet. Stick the thumb all the way up there, baby. Let's see. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, there it is. You sent it to me. Stop sending it to me, Joe. Pacharo. Joe, why'd you block me on Twitter, Joe? Why'd you do that? Joe, my privates are broken, Joe. Can you fix my privates? They're broken. Joe, my privates are broken again. Oh, my God. No freezing. Okay, good. I had an ex hit me up out of the blue. It's been over 7 years. I'm going to give her the D. Very good when we get plans ready. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with smashing it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Wow. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, if you're single now and, they still look pretty good, and years later they hit you up, I mean, that sounds fun. That sounds like a fun time. I don't know if I'd marry that person after all those years, unless they were like, all I think about is you forever. I love you. I mean, maybe, but it sounds like a fun, Saturday night or whatever. It sounds like you can't really beat that. David says Travis Scott has some serious receipts coming to him from Cody at WrestleMania. I mean, bro, when he gets his hand on Travis Scott and he's able to do something to him, the crowd is going to explode for that, because the crowd actually is angry at this guy. And you know what I mean? That, which is great for them. They're getting actual heat on this guy because of the way he slapped Cody or whatever. So that's going to play pretty well, I think, at WrestleMania. We'll see. We shall see.
You raised a piece of shit.
Whoa.
You know what the greatest TV theme was? Perfect Strangers.
Sometimes in the winter, standing tall on the wings of a rise and fall. Something like that, right? I don't know. The winds of the bound to get me. Something like that. Something like that, right? I don't know. Right now, on the wings of my dreams, rise and fall. On the wings of something. Something like that. The rain and thunder. Winds and hail. Bound for better days. Nothing's gonna stop me now. It had that like news report keyboard part.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Something like that.
Get yourself a coffee, Joe Tomro. Don't know how much it is there, lol.
Oh, brother, thank you. Andrave's big dick. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that would be get the guitar, Joe. A coffee here, if I pulled up to the drive up, would be like $3.50, I think. I think if I pulled up to like Dunkin' Donuts and got a small coffee, it's $3.50. If I pulled up and I got like a medium or large, I think it's like $5 or $6. I think. I wonder what it is on like DoorDash or something. I'm not doing DoorDash. We're like banned from doing DoorDash forever until we're rich. DoorDash was killing us for a while. I kind of banned DoorDash. But I use it for a product reference. Oh, computer just crashed again. It didn't crash, but it like blipped off. Okay, yeah, $3. $3 for a small, $3.48 for a medium. For a large, it's large, brother. Oh, for a large coffee, it's $3.86. It's not a lot. It's $3.86. So yeah, no, you're pretty spot on with that $3. Because I get smalls. I usually get a small black. You know, I like them small and black. And limp. Small, black, and limp. That's a fucking band name. You're welcome. SML. Small, black, and limp. SBL. Small, black, limp. Yo, you going to see SBL tonight? Yeah, man. Small, black, limp. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. Can you? Give me a minute. I'm gonna come back. I'm just gonna check on something. I either gotta end the stream or I'll be right back. I don't know yet though. So give me a minute to figure that out, and I'll be right back. Just I'm gonna do a little replay for a second, so I can figure that out. But while I do that, let me play something that's kind of funny, or like something I can play rather than just replaying. Sorry. Fuck, man. Oh, my God, my leg. Oh, my God, my ankle is fucking killing me right now. I'm sorry. My ankle is murdering me. It's murdering me. At least I didn't snap it off. That would have been... Imagine if I completely broke it off or something today. That would have been bad, so... I'm glad I didn't completely bust it off. It's pretty rattled though. Hulk Hogan. The Rock Wants Your Soul, the $10 donation. That's got to be one of my, it's probably, one of my favorites of the new stuff. For sure. Me and Rojas are going to record a new one, so let's play a little bit of that last one, since that's what we got. And I shall be right back. I'm not sure if I'll be back for long, but I might be. I might be back for a while, or I'll be back only for a second to say, yep, got to go, bye. But I don't know, so I'm not sure. But we're right back. We're right back.
Why would you even say anything about it or something like
message
yeah,
I'm
that's
getting?
not-
Like be a
that's
badass.
not a message though.
Yeah, like no, see, I think she's just using the wrong terminology. I think she means to like that she means advertise her brand or sell herself. I really think that's what that means. I don't think it means there's a message. I think it means like spread my product, which is my ass.
Yeah.
Like that's okay. That's what it is. It's her ass is her product.
I know, but it is also something very prevalent from people who work in OnlyFans or like the porn industry, where they have to pretend that what they do is like something bigger than what it actually is. Like you take pictures of yourself in lewd ways.
Have you ever this comes up a lot if you ever listen to and this is a weird thing because we love
BDSM radio?
Well, no. Like I don't know how far back you go with this stuff because of your age and way music is now, but it reminds me a lot of like band interviews going back to like forever. Band interviews, like a lot of band interviews, not everybody, but a lot of them are like this weird thing where like the interviewer treats the bands like they're gods in some uncomfortable way, but the band also is like that, where it's like, or like movie stars too, like same thing with movie stars, just artists in general, where they're like, when you were creating this song,
yes,
like,
that's exactly how he talks,
and it's like, what? And then the band is like, well, I thank you for saying that because when we were in the process, and it's like this crazy thing. It's like, you just wrote a song, dude. You were in a house for like 2 days, smoking pot, drinking, and you had a notepad, and you were hanging out, and who knows whatever, and then eventually something came to you, and then you made it. But they treat it like these people solved the mystery of like water on Mars, and like it's just weird, and they talk about themselves.
Is, dude, especially late, like early late 90s. You know what I mean? Like that fucking like era where everybody looked like they were literally just woke up or some shit, or like at least 4 or 5 shots deep, kind of like what I am right now, bro. Dude, like I remember just seeing like a Pantera video and whatever, and like I love Pantera, but the way they were talking, they first of all they looked like they didn't want to be there at all, but then they still were trying to like kind of give these like interview answers and the interviewer is like exactly like you say, just like how Chris Van Vliet, whatever the fuck his name is in this interview talking like they're gods. They're like, I can hear an echo. I don't know if that's my
I don't hear it, but yeah, I've heard that before, but I don't hear it right now. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and part of it, like I get it, like people are artists and like they have a way of feeling, and artists are very touchy-feely, and honestly can be very hurt. So like people are like buttering them up and going along with it, and it's very serious to some of them, very much, that so like they are treated like that, but it just becomes an awkward interview where it's like I don't know, man, like where you're acting like there's some mystical thing about it. Just tell me the story of how you came up with the song. That's it. You don't have to go into like when you were thinking of this song and you wrote those lyrics. When you were it's just very weird. Like listen to this for a second.
Yeah, and people that you work with also.
This is Paramore in an interview. Listen to this guy.
So yeah, exactly. You feel responsible for people's livelihoods, and we're so grateful that we get to like partner with people that we really love and like do this together. But it really feels hard to make the decision to step away. And I think I just personally was like kind of starting to fall apart. I think after so many years of just going and going and going, and then you
imagine these people having to get a real fucking job. I was just starting to fall apart. I was starting to fall apart because, you know, we were writing these records and then we had to go on tour and we're getting paid like millions of dollars and just, you know, there's someone there always telling you where to go and where to eat and what to do and get on the bus, and then you're playing a festival and then another show and then we're, you know, back to the studio. But
yeah, when you're not like, you know, when you're not just, you know, singing on the stage, you got to do these mind-numbingly boring things like partying with people for 7 hours and doing drugs in the bathroom and then, you know, fucking underage girls and then lying about it and then getting off on the court cases because, you know, you got a really good lawyer and they don't. I mean, these are really terrible things that we got to deal with every single day. That's why I wrote the song. Platude of Darkness or some shit.
But Haley didn't like that song, so you know we fought over that for several days because I'm like, well, this is what the song's about. But you know, Haley was like, no, it's got to be Cherry Lipstick, and I was like, well, fuck, and so we almost split up over that. Look at Haley, she's like, fuck it, right there.
And my artistic integrity was really challenged when the record company they forced us by paying us $25 million. They forced us to make this song called Emergence of Awesomeness. And I didn't want to do it, but you know, sometimes you got to make compromises. And I hate that song. And it really makes my blood boil that I had to get paid $25 million for that.
No, I don't think they got paid that. I think Haley sucked up a lot of money, but I will say that, if you listen to that interview, that's just the first one. I thought there's a million of them from anybody you could listen to, but that interview is an hour long, and all it tells me is these people need psychic help. All of them need a psychiatrist. Like I listened to it and was like, wow, they legit need a psychiatrist like ASAP.
What I was making fun of was Metallica hating what's the song Escape, which I think is a pretty good song, and all things considering, definitely better than anything on Saint Anger, but they like hate the song because the record company made them do it or whatever. And it's just like, who gives a shit, dude? Like, it's a good song. You got paid a lot of money, and then you have this hatred. Like, it's against our artistic integrity. It's so corporate, man. Shut up. You don't give a shit. You didn't give a shit when you looked at your bank account for it.
Yeah, then why don't you give the money back?
Exactly.
They're all
give
corporate.
The money back.
They are corporate. It's like, dude, your band is corporate at this point. Like, you don't know how corporate this band is, like, at this point.
Yeah, that's why I like, you know what? I love that, what's that song called? We Built This City. I love that song. It's the most hypocritical song ever, but I love it. Oh, yeah, we're so against the corporation. Meanwhile, it's like the most corporately made song of all time.
I don't know why the super chat hasn't played yet, but I'm going to just read it now because we're going to get out of here. We'll be talking a little bit more. You can catch it on Patreon. If you guys are patrons or become a patron, whatever me and Luke do after the stream ends, it's going up in audio form on Patreon, so go check it out there. But Randy Viper says, where's the gay W lovers now? Tony Khan can't and will never sniff Vince's steroid-infested turd. Hold that. I love Luke Rojas. Okay.
Well, yeah, before you leave, I just want to say that fucking theme song that Swerve has is like something you'd hear in like a YouTube edit or like a TikTok edit. And that's like something that little kids would listen to. Like, so like I would see my nieces dance to that shit on fucking TikTok. Like, it's so cringe.
Bad.
And I don't know. It's very. And then you see Moxley's face. Like, I thought my song was
Where's are the
bad.
gay lovers now? Tony Khan can't and will never sniff Vince's steroid-infested turd. Hold that. I love Luke Royas.
Royas. Randy Viper, thank you for the $5. New Zealand. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's why I changed Swerve's music, and I just think he needs to have some kind of guitar rock, like heavy, sort of badass, anything, even if it's a rap song that's badass, like Hollywood Undead or something. But like something that's like badass instead of like this goofy club song for a drunk white bitch. That's the song he has. Like, it's really stupid, dude. It's
and then it has that like it has this like weird like flute in it that's very like whimsical. It's like
it's for like a Ron Killings like funny song. Like it
sounds like Thomas the Train.
Yeah, I know. It's like if he was a comedy wrestler, it would make sense. But that's why I'm saying like it doesn't fit him. Like it just doesn't fit him. Anyway,
yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad song. I just don't. Yeah, it doesn't fit him at all, especially the vibe he's going for. Just like how Moxley shouldn't be coming out to a song that's sung by like a woman.
Yeah, it's up. Anyway, guys, see you off YouTube. We'll catch if you guys want to hear the rest, check it out on Patreon. We'll see you on Patreon. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. We could use $25 producers. If you can become a producer, there you go. And keep the lights on at paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show. If you want to directly donate, paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show or patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Become a patron. You can hear the rest of this song. We'll see you later. Goodbye. And thank you to Soundwave92 who dropped the $33. 6.5 out of 10 for AEW tonight for me. And so that's better, but still nothing amazing. But there was some nice points tonight. We'll see you guys. Okay, we continue the show on Patreon. We're live. We're still recording. Oh my God, Rojas. Sorry.
Oh my God. So, what do you think happened with Nikki 420J, whatever the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know, but I just know that it's that I was not visible. Like he says I was visible. He says I am visible, but I don't see that. I don't see me.
What types of communities does he hang out in? Because maybe he was told by somebody to, I don't know. I just because it always has to do with someone with like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been dealing with shit like that this past week on fucking Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I had to deal with shit with like, don't even want to get into it, but
yeah, well,
fucking annoying.
So
yeah,
and so many others. I mean, I'm pretty sure it could be like there's like a hell of a criminal case to be had. You know what I mean? Can you imagine?
I mean, it is, but I just don't feel like I don't want to get involved because if I get involved, more shit happens.
Yeah,
and I don't want that shit to happen. I don't need that shit to happen. It's so stupid, But one of my managers actually does like a hockey podcast, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I deal with stuff like that all the time." I'm like, "Okay, cool. You're cool with it." I don't. He's like, "What do you do a podcast on?" I'm like, "Wrestling," and he kind of looked at me like, "Oh." And it was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. How's the hockey podcast? What's his team? Fish Lips?
He does have fish lips. Like he does kind of have fish lips, bro. And he's the manager that everybody kind of makes fun of behind his back, including the other managers.
Oh no. He's the lame manager.
Cool. Well, because he just doesn't know how to do anything. He was on register covering for me, and like everything he just pretty much got wrong. Like he kept like 1,000,000 20s in the register, which you're not supposed to do. He didn't know how to like do the gift cards, or he didn't know how to like bring up manual discounts. I'm like, dude, how are you the fucking manager of this shit?
You know what though? I was the manager of several places, and I was terrible. There was one place I was terrible at stuff. I had this other girl who was really good. And so she did all the things I had no idea how to do. I told her that. I go, "Hey, I don't even know how to do this." She's like, "I know how to do that." I'm like, "All right, you do that." And then I would just assign things to her. And to the day I left, I didn't know how to fold the shirts the right way in the whatever, and I didn't know how to set up the corner things or whatever, and I didn't want to do any of that. So I just handled the bank money stuff, and she didn't really want to do that either. So, some managers, they don't even know how to do it. They just know how to manage.
I think the way to become a manager at Wawa, you have to know basically how to do everything. Know how to do the gas, know how to do the deli, know how to do the beverage area, which is like make shakes and stuff. And like you have to know how to do pretty much everything. And you don't have to be particularly good at any of them. You just have to be a jack of all trades. And I don't really know how to do any of the food stuff because I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna fuck up somebody's order, and it's really fucking hot back there, and I don't ever really want to deal with making food, you know.
Yeah, I get
I also
killing
don't trust
someone.
myself. If someone was a dickhead to me, I would totally spit in their food. No
Right.
questions asked.
Is that a?
My dad did that to his teacher. He spat in her food when he worked at Burger King.
Oh.
Another lovely story that he told me.
Now maybe he did other things too that he didn't tell you about in their food.
Well, the teacher is basically the reason why he didn't graduate because he had a bunch of tardies or a bunch of absences, and he was right on the verge, like a few months prior to graduation. He had to go to the bathroom, and the teacher wouldn't give him a bathroom pass. And he's like, "Dude, I'm gonna piss myself if you don't let me go." And she was just giving him a big problem or whatever. And so he basically told her to go fuck herself and went to the bathroom. And then she counted as a tardy, and then the school had a meeting with him, and they said they were gonna hold him back for a year. And so he quit he quit. And then when he saw her later at Burger King a few months later, he spat in her food. So, I mean, I guess he got sort of revenge.
What a stupid thing. Oh, we're going to hold you back because you had to go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, it was like the 80s. They were fucking, retarded with that shit.
The U.S. has exalted all available military funds for Ukraine. Look at that. So no more Ukraine money, I guess.
Well, that's good. Hey, you know what? What was I gonna say? I don't know. How was your Christmas? I drank a bit tonight.
Oh yeah, it was hell.
Yeah. You didn't like your Christmas?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's just like going back to work tomorrow. Like I just feel awful. Like I have this pit in my stomach of desperation. Like I don't know, like just like let me get hit on the way there or something,
Yeah, no, I always picture that, like walking to work, like let me get hit by a car, but not die, but just break my leg. So I my leg's broken, I can't. Or like I imagine like running by a crime scene or something, and then I investigate it, and I find like a whole murdered like family or whatever. Like, oh, I had to call out of work. I was traumatized. I found a dead family. Something like that, where I don't gotta go to work, and I could get paid for it too, maybe.
Dude, you know what I just saw? I just saw a video where this car is driving next to a truck, and the truck tire flies off the truck, goes under the car next to it, and flips the car up in the air like 15 feet, and the guy crashes down, and the car smashes into like smithereens, and the truck finally veers off to the right, and then the original tire that came off the car at the very end, after the car stops and is like incinerated almost, the car hits it in the back of the windshield and bashes that open too. Just one last shot. That's a crazy video.
Did he die?
I don't know. At some point later, I'm gonna look it up and find out. But the video looks nuts. Someone's got to be hurt. Like that can't. It can't be okay. No,
I don't think they would usually post something of someone dying in a car crash.
I don't know, dude. We see death everywhere now. I feel like we see more death things all over the place now. Like I remember back in the day, you see more stuff that you're like, that's from a movie or that's not real. Now it's just everywhere. Like there's just dead things everywhere. People, and you're like, oh, you're watching it because you don't think it's real, and then it's like, oh, that's real. I didn't know that.
No, that's true. That's true. But I don't think like what I meant was like an actual they don't usually, they'll just show that, oh, this person did die, but they don't usually show the footage of the death because that stuff usually gets blocked by YouTube. But what did you get for Christmas, bud? Keeping it on a lighter note, because I don't want you to bring down my fucking buzz and make me all depressed.
Well,
and shoot you might have a dead drunk Rojas.
Yeah.
Killed himself.
What's up, Finn? You all right? Look at Finn sitting on me right now. As soon as I came off the air and we started doing this, Brenna ran down doing something, and then Finn just sat behind me, so I don't know what's going on. But what's up, buddy?
What'd you get Finn for Christmas?
You all right, buddy? Are you okay? What happened? You're thirsty? Why didn't you get a drink? Mom wouldn't get you one either? You want me to get you one? Oh, you want me to get you a drink? You don't know? I thought you said you're thirsty.
I sent you a video of somebody who the same color and kind of the same type of personality type of Rostafa. And I want you to see how he pronounces this
I want to see a
word.
Chris Benoit biopic get made. After the success,
Oh my god.
I want to see a Chris Benoit biopic get made.
That's suplex.
I want to see a Chris Benoit biopic get made. After the successful release of A24's Iron Claw, which is a great movie, I recommend you all go see it.
Oh my god, he's got the same gap in his teeth.
I have one too.
Is this Rostafa's like brother? Brother?
I used to think like I like this guy kind of, even though he's super smarky and he says shit like oh, one of the greatest tag team matches probably in American television history, of like some shit on the AEW. I'm like, ugh, can you stop over touting everything to sound like it's amazing? Like,
Yeah.
it's a good match. You don't have to make it seem like it's the greatest of all time.
No, what irritates me about Rostafa too is that like he repeats all these things from shows he listens to. He constantly goes like, it's like the rumor and innuendo. It's like, dude, there's no reason to say that. There's no reason
What
to say
innuendo?
that.
What's it? And what do you mean innuendo?
That's
Like,
that's from Bruce Pritchard's podcast, because him and Conrad always say that. So it's like a thing that Bruce Pritchard says, because there's so much speculation in the wrestling business about things that happened. So he'll always bring up, no, that was rumor and innuendo, and he says it all the time. It's almost like a catchphrase. But Rostafa comes on the show all the time and says it in places that it doesn't even need to it doesn't make sense in. Like in regular it's like, okay, dude, like, all right, you why are you taking this catchphrase from this other show? What are you doing? Like, he does it with a lot of things. He says these big words for no reason.
This is kind of equal to like something that Rostafa take. Like, why would they do a biopic? It's not biopic. Sick of this ridiculousness. Anyway, why would they do a biopic about a guy who murdered his family? Like, in any way, they wouldn't do that. And if they did, it would be seen as tasteless. Like,
Yeah.
even if it was like, oh, the show, the tragedy, it's like you're going to be painting this guy as a sympathetic person for most of the movie.
Well, they did do
and then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, he killed his family.
They did that story about it, but not like a biopic.
Yeah, biopic, a normal. You know what? To be fair, though, like, there was a few people getting mad at me from different countries being like, well, actually, you Americans don't even know how to say things properly. You think the way you say things is the correct way. So I was like, okay, but, you know, wouldn't you think biopic fits better?
Yeah.
Biopic makes sense if you have an accent. Like, oh, I'm watching the biopic.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
that's-
no, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't really
Well,
make sense.
it's like a British thing. It's like, because I'm trying to think of the words that they say, but there's certain pronunciation. Like we say H with an AH.
Exactly.
Like H. They say H. Hello. It's time that we hate. Wow, that was a terrible comparison. I know what I was trying to say, but that didn't really work. I know what I was trying to say, though. But I didn't quite have it right. If you guys want to hear all of the podcasts that I've ever done with Luke, you guys can hear them on Patreon by just searching Luke. You just search Luke or Joe or something like that. Then all the podcasts with Luke and Joe will come up on Patreon. We are back. I am back. And Haystacks Monet just gifted 5 memberships. Holy shit. Rest in peace, Rostafa. That's true. Rest in peace, Rostafa. It's all good, baby. Rostafa's dead. Rest in peace.
Come on out, you rapist!
Ray J's World got a membership. Oh my God, my fucking body. I'm so fucked up. I feel like I've been run over by something. It's like I got so many fucking problems now that like I don't even know where to begin. My wrist is fucked up. My finger's fucked up. My fucking leg is
Come on out, you rapist!
bleeding pus. My ankle is killing me right now all of a sudden. Jorge Rubio got a membership. It's like, you know when the adrenaline's kicking in for like hours, it doesn't even hurt that bad. And then like eventually it wears off and then gets sore, more sore throughout the rest of the day. It's like fucking, it hurts more now than it did when it happened. You know, that sort of thing.
Come on out, you rapist!
Kazim Tariq became a member. I'm going to drink a Pepsi. I don't drink Pepsi ever. I don't drink soda anymore. But here's a fucking Pepsi. Have you seen the landing is amazing. Whether it's all staged or not, I don't know, but the landing is pretty freaking cool. If you saw that
Come on out, you rapist!
Kevo's footy. What's up? I like that they called it the Gulf of America. My wife was not happy with that. That cracked me up. And these are the NASA people, so I thought it was extra funny. They're like, here it comes. It looks like a fucking care package in a PUBG game. Dropping in.
Super chat party.
Andrave's Gaming, baby. What's up?
Luke, wake up. I'm drinking too.
Hell yeah, baby. I haven't even gotten my whiskey yet. Andrave's, but I'm thinking about getting it. I think the whiskey I could end up feeling even worse, but I might try it.
And now gently coasting to a soft splashdown. 200.
Andrave's Gaming, baby. This show's sponsored by him tonight.
For splashdown.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
As you can see there on your screen, continuing to monitor progress of the Dragon spacecraft. And we're going to stand by for splashdown.
Here it comes.
Located in the Gulf of America, off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida.
The Gulf of America. Unbelievable.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
How about that? Not really, though. I mean, they're still in the thing.
And SpaceX Freedom, splashdown. Good main release.
Copy splashdown. We see main chutes cut. Nick, Alex, Butch, Sunny.
We were watching this live earlier via NASA. I know that SpaceX was broadcasting and other people were broadcasting as well, but the NASA feed ended up with, about 500,000 people watching live, which is on YouTube pretty damn good. Pretty cool to see 500,000 people watching that on YouTube. So that was kind of fun, Andrave's Gaming is a beast tonight. Thank you, sir, for that. Cheers. How do we get to Mars? I don't even know. I don't know what to believe anymore, to be honest. What do I believe anymore? What do I believe anymore? Milford police arrests made in the multi-state investigation. The fuck is going on in Massachusetts? Worcester police, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Louisiana State Police. Yeah, John Cena's got the angry earnest look now. Let's see. Probably figure it out. I'm not sure. Ba 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 ba. Colombian student? I don't know. I read all this. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure it's there. Looks like AI, the camera angles. Yeah, the NASA, I thought the same thing watching the NASA thing, but because the cameras are so good and so crazy, and it's such a picturesque, like, beautiful day down there in Florida, it didn't look real. Like, it really didn't. It didn't look real. It looked weird. So crazy. Do. That Muhammad Khalil guy got arrested, and everyone's all uppity about it. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but...
This is Mahmoud Khalil. He's a Palestinian graduate student at Columbia University in the US. He was taken and arrested from his home by immigration and customs enforcement agents for his activism for Palestine and for his role in the Columbia University encampments last year.
This is not a matter of simply violating university rules. This is a movement, an anti-war movement.
Mahmoud is a green card holder and a permanent resident in the US. He was a graduate student at Columbia University until just last December. Late on Saturday night, undercover ICE agents came to his university-owned apartment and said they were acting on State Department orders to revoke Khalil's student visa. Information they got wrong, as when he told them he was a permanent resident and a green card holder, the agents said they were revoking that instead, according to Mahmoud's lawyer. They also threatened to arrest Mahmoud's wife, who's an American citizen and is 8 months pregnant. Mahmoud was detained in New York and flown to an immigration jail in Louisiana. This marks a significant escalation in the Trump administration's pledge to detain and deport student activists. In one of the latest developments in his case, a federal judge in New York ordered the Trump administration not to deport Mahmoud, pending a legal fight over his detention. It was revealed that Mahmoud had sent emails to the university to protect him a day before he was detained, saying that he hasn't been able to sleep, fearing ICE or other dangerous individuals might come to his home. He urged them to intervene and provide necessary protection to prevent further harm. His arrest sparked international outrage, with large protests taking place in New York demanding his release.
Over a year that were clearly baseless, and when we abominably.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's here on a student visa, so he could be deported for national security risk if he had ties to terrorism, espionage, you know, things like that. But if so this is what could get him. But has anything he did led to anything like this? Do they have proof? If he's just speaking, then I could see this being dropped, and he should be allowed to stay. But this is assuming I don't know everything. Or been proven a terrorist, but he does, but has he been supporting terror or just anti-attacks? I don't know. So far, I don't see why this guy needs to go above some other bigger issues. I'll keep looking. I might agree with you. Flores, blah, blah, blah. Trump deports all of them who's going to drive cabs at the 7-Eleven stores. All Cena does is walk out of the arena like he didn't do shit for the company. Rojas got his Burger King. He's ready to go off in the chat. I doubt it. I bet you Rojas is in bed right now with a thumb in his mouth and a finger up his ass. Like, let's be honest about what Rojas is probably doing. But you know what? King Hueco Mundo, you're the man, bro. Hey, listen, I should fucking run because I gotta make sure the kids are in bed, you know. What the fuck am I being texted right now? I did. Hey, Stacks, man, thank you for the gifted memberships for everybody. I will catch you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. And then potentially at, obviously, tomorrow night. And we'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. It was a weird day for me. Sorry I was late, and it was just weird. What a weird time. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Later.